Okay, hello. I'll be talking about intro to USACO, it's the WP Hacks workshop. Can everyone hear me? Yeah, okay. So let's start with what is USACO. So USACO is a national online competition. Do well in it, you qualify for the IOI team. So it's like really prestigious. It's algorithm based, so basically for all the contests, you want to use the algorithms and other algorithms to solve problems. And then you have 4 hours to solve three problems. Sometimes uh, it's a little longer, it's a little shorter, and sometimes there's more problems, but usually it's 4 hours to solve three problems. There are 4 dates where you can compete in USACO. So it's December, January, February, and March. March is the US Open. It'll be a little harder because that's when uh, the IOI people are chosen, like the qualifiers are chosen. And then there's like a 4 day time slot, so you can just like pick 4 hours in any of those 4 days to begin your contest. And uh, that's the logo. Cool. Um, so for divisions, there are four divisions: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Bronze is the lowest division, while platinum the highest division. Um, and that's where you get qualified for the IOI. So bronze, you basically only need to learn uh, the basics of your language, um, basic data structures, sorting, and you can brute force most of the problems. Uh, and then when you go to silver, that's when you need to know mainly depth first search, DFS, prefix sums, and unlike bronze, time actually matters, so you need to be more efficient with your code. And then gold, start you begin uh, need dynamic programming and um, graph theory. Time also matters, like in later divisions. Time always matters, but bronze doesn't matter. And then for platinum, you need to know segment trees and binary jumping, and a lot of more complicated topics. So requirements to participate in USCO, obviously you need to know a language. Usually people use C++, Java, or Python. Python is generally less recommended. It takes a long time to run. Like in the later visions, time is really important, and you don't want to miss out on like a problem because of time. You just need to know the basic syntax and like data structures. You need to go like super advanced into a language. You don't need to know algorithms mainly. Uh, you can install an IDE or just like use an online IDE like Replit over here, and yeah, that's basically all you need. Um, okay, so resources and how to improve. The first one is there's like a computer programming handbook you find online. It's called the Computer Programming Handbook, and it basically contains all the algorithms you'll ever need, starting from bronze, silver, gold, all the way to platinum. Uh, Basically contains everything you need, and it goes pretty in depth with it. USACO guide. It's written by top scorers in platinum, like Benjamin Key or however you pronounce it. Um, he's also one of the writers of USACO contest problems. Um, and it basically just guides you through each division, giving you practice problems, giving you the algorithms you need to know, uh, and it's really helpful. Geeks for Geeks, it basically explains all the algorithms really well, and I think it's a pretty good resource. Code Forces, it has pretty frequent contests that you can participate in, and you can just practice some problems there. Uh, there's also some like ranking stuff. Um, and then mainly on how to improve, you should practice as much as you can, whether it be past problems, uh, pretty much only past problems, and that'll help you uh, uh, or read code problems slash contest helpful for use of code practice. Uh, I don't really use LeetCode. No. I think it should be helpful though. Yeah, yeah, I think it's pretty helpful. Yeah, yeah. So basically, practicing will just get you more familiar with problems, and you start seeing like patterns with like and the new problems coming out, and you can apply what you learned there. Okay, let's try a problem mixing milk from Bronze, December 2018. Uh, give you some time to read over it. Uh, okay, come back. Uh, did everyone read it? Uh, If you have any ideas, put it in the chat. Well, we'll just go over the problem. Okay. I'll just start then. So basically, what this problem says is that there are 3 buckets, uh, each with like different amount of milk. So like this one might have 3, 4, 5. Let's just go. And then each of the buckets have a set capacity. So the first one has a capacity of 10, the second one has a capacity of 11, and the third one has a capacity of 12. So basically what the problem says is 100 pour operation. So like a pour operation would be putting 3 over here, like the 3 milks or something. So you put 3 over here, and then you put 4, like 7. That'll be 7 now, and then 7 over here. That'll be 12, and then you keep doing that 100 times. And then basically, to solve this, you just can simulate it. Like you can do a for loop 100 times, like a for I 100 or whatever. And then each time you put the minimum between however much milk is in the original bucket and the capacity minus whatever's in the next bucket. So there's 3 milk here, 3 yeah, and here it'll be the capacity minus however much is in there. So it's C minus 4, which is just 7, and then 3 will go in here. So this would be 0 now, and this would be 7. And after that will be go here. So amount of milk in here is 7, and there's 5 over here. So C minus 5 is 7, and then since they're both the same, you can just subtract 7 from here and add 7 to here, and this would be 12. Let me clean this up a bit. Okay. Now we have 12 in here. So the bucket is full, and everything else has 0. So now you're trying to put this into here. So we have 12 milk over here, and C minus 0 is 10. The minimum amount is 10, and then you subtract 10 from here and you get 2, and then now it'll be 10, 0, 2, and then you just continue this operation 100 times. Is that good? Yeah. Does anyone have questions? Maybe. Okay. We can continue then. Next problem. Cow gymnastics. Shared link again. And you guys can look at it. That won't be a problem. If you guys have any ideas you want to share, you can put in the chat or something. I won't go into it. I just solve this problem now. So basically here, there are practice sessions, and Bessie ranks and cows their performance. One lesson equal and equal to 20. So it's going to be at most 20 cows. And then basically she wants to like choose two pairs, and it would be consistent if the cow did better than the other cow in every practice session. So uh, for example, if you have 4, 1, this would be a consistent pair because cow number 4 did better than 1 in every single session. So here you can really just brute force everything and go through every case. We can do a for loop from I to uh, uh, n. Yeah, for I to n, and then you can do another loop inside for I to j. I mean, for j to for j to n, and then check each case if I is earlier in the session, like rank higher in the session than j, then for like every single session, then you can do a counter plus plus, and then you keep going from there. You can just store this in a 2D vector or array, whatever language you use, and yeah, with like the index of I is less than j, then counter plus plus. And then this also works for if like there's a pair I and I with two equal numbers, because that won't count because I is equal to I, and I isn't greater than I. So, is that good? Okay. Go to the final problem now. Here, block billboard 2. Then check. Okay, again, if you have any ideas, put in the chat. Otherwise, we'll just go over the solution. So basically, in this problem, there is a tarp. I mean, there are two billboards, one that Bessie likes and one that Bessie doesn't like. And then luckily the one that she likes is covering a part of the other billboard that. And then basically Bessie just wants to use a tarp to cover the rest of the billboard that she doesn't like. So the problem wants you to output the area of the minimum area of the tarp Bessie needs to cover the part of the lawnmower billboard so that it becomes completely obscured. So in this problem, basically, you want you basically just want to look at how many corners are covered, and how you do that is for each corner on the lawnmower billboard, which is the one that Bessie doesn't like, um, you can use a method to check, and then you can let x okay, so x1 and x2, we're not going to look at let's do them, but this one would be x. Okay, so there's two coordinates, x1 and x2, and x1 is x1, y1, and x2, y2, and that's the cow feed billboard, and then the other one with the lawnmower billboard is xl, the lawnmower, and then for each corner, it's like xl1 or and y01, and then the 1 can be replaced with 2 for each corner. So basically what you want to check is xl is less than or equal to x2 and greater than equal to x1. If that's true, and yl is less than or equal to y2, greater than or equal to x1, I mean y1. y1, then a corner is covered. And then there are 3 cases. Case 1 is if all 4 corners are covered. If all 4 corners are covered, that means you don't need any tarp, so you can just return 0. And case 2 is if less than 2 corners are covered. So if it's like that, and it covers the corner, and or just not covering anything at all, then you'll need something the entire the area of the entire lawnmower billboard to cover it. And then the final case is if there are 2 corners covered, and that's just when 2 corners are covered. You just need to find this area. So to do that, you do the minimum of xl2 and x2 minus maximum of L1 x1 times of x y2 yl2 and y2 times max of y01 y1. Okay. And then you subtract this from the area of the cow feed billboard, and that will be x2 minus x1 times y2 y1. You can see this basically just finds the lower one from the right. That'd be like over here, like over here in the line. And the maximum, which would be over here. And then the y would line up over here, down here, and then you get this area that you want to cover, and then you just return that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening. Yeah, if you have any more questions, you can just message me on the Discord.